404, the build is complete. Transferred everything from my i1 Extreme onto this new ET200 diatone frame, carbon fibre. The whole weight without battery is 175 grams. With a battery it'll be 230. Now my old frame with a battery was over 200 without the battery. So I've saved, by changing the frame layout, I've saved about 40 to 50 grams in weight, which is amazing. I won't have the battery on the top, most people do, but I'm gonna Velcro under there and have the battery underneath, and I'll have my camera on top. You can fit an FPV board camera, but I'm not going to bother as yet. I just want to get used to flying this because I've had a little test flight outside and it's very twitchy because it's so much lighter. So I've got to get used to this. Now I've got 6-inch props on the front and 5 at the back. That's probably not helping. So I'll change them all to the same size. So either all 6s or all 5s. And just see how it carries my camera, because you're only supposed to put 5-inch propellers onto this frame, but as you can see how I have mounted the motors, I've deliberately overhung. You can't bolt the motors. These motors don't bolt on to the bottom of the frame, never have, because they're not the same type of motors as a standard quadcopter. So basically you have a mount that clamps around that, yeah, and then I put cable ties on just in case I have an impact, the cable ties break and it doesn't break the motors, and that has helped me out no end. I've crashed quite a lot, but I've never lost a motor, and this quadcopter now is on its, well, it's the original set of motors from when the guy bought it in Holland, and he bought it over a year and a half ago. Flight control board is sandwiched between the two plates, as you can see or not. There you go, that's a bit better. So I've got a piece of isolation foam, and it just sits nicely in the middle. I can still use my stock battery connector if I want to, and I can use my Dean's connector as well. Camera is going to fit on the top. So yeah, I'm very happy. It was pretty straightforward to do. I was more concerned that if the flight control board touches the metal standoffs, would it conduct as it's carbon fibre, and I was thinking that board is live, but the guys told me in the shop that it's not solid metal, the flight control board. It's like a PCB board with, looks like metal, feels like metal, it's quite heavy, but it isn't. So there's my PPM 8-channel Lemon RX receiver. I've just fitted it onto the rear arm. My camera is going to fit on the top. Everything's under there. I can actually see the LED light now, which is really good. And I've got a gap between the flight control board and the bottom plate, and there's sort of bolts that go from the bottom holding where the legs screw on, or where the arms screw onto the frame. So the flight control board is actually resting on them, so it's not even touching the bottom. But it just feels a lot lighter. I've got a satellite receiver as well for extra signal, and I just need to go for a little flight. Might go later on today or maybe tomorrow. But yeah, this is Gadget Man 404 out.